Welcome to Loki's Quiz Joint. Dust off those bell bottoms and dive into this 70s music quiz. Let the games begin. Which band released the album Hotel California in 1976? Eagles. Who sang the 1970 to hit Rocket Man? Elton John. What year was Rumours by Fleetwood Mac released? (1977). Which song by the Bee Gees became an anthem of the disco era in 1977? Staying Alive. Who sang Maggie May in 1971? Rod Stewart. What rock band had a hit with Bohemian Rhapsody? Queen. What year did ABBA win the Eurovision Song Contest with Waterloo? (1974). What was Led Zeppelin's only #1 hit in the US? Whole Lotta Love. Who sang Superstition in 1972? Stevie Wonder. Which singer had a hit with You're So Vain in 1972? Carly Simon. Who released the song American Pie in 1971? Don McLean. What was David Bowie's alter ego in the early 1970s? Ziggy Stardust. Who had a hit with Le Freak in 1978? Chic. Which singer released the album Tapestry in 1971? Carole King. What 1973 Pink Floyd album became one of the best-selling of all time? The Dark Side of the Moon. What band sang Go Your Own Way? Fleetwood Mac. What year did Bruce Springsteen release Born to Run? (1975). Which disco hit was sung by Gloria Gaynor in 1978? I Will Survive. Who had a hit with Brown Sugar in 1971? The Rolling Stones. Who released the album Goodbye Yellow Brick Road? Elton John. What was the best-selling album of 1977 in the United States? Rumours. Who sang Let's Stay Together in 1972? Green. What year did The Clash release their debut album? (1977). Who released the song Smoke on the Water in 1972? Deep Purple. What disco group was famous for the song YMCA? The Village People. Who sang Don't Go Breaking My Heart with Elton John in 1976? Kiki D. Who was the lead singer of The Doors? Jim Morrison. Which group had a hit with Dancing Queen in 1976? ABBA. Who had a hit with Tangled Up in Blue in 1975? Bob Dylan. What was the highest grossing movie soundtrack of the 1970s? Saturday Night Fever. Who had a hit with My Sweet Lord in 1970? George Harrison. What year was Barry Manilow's Copacabana released? (1978). Which British band released the song Money in 1973? Pink Floyd. What Stevie Wonder album was released in 1976? Songs in the Key of Life. Who sang the 1979 hit Heart of Glass? Blondie. What band had a hit with Dream On in 1973? Aerosmith. Who was the lead singer of Fleetwood Mac during the 1970s? Stevie Nicks. Who had a hit with Popper was a Rolling Stone in 1972? The Temptations. What year did Donna Summer release Heart Stuff? (1979). Who sang Take Me Home, Country Roads in 1971? John Denver. Which singer released the hit Crocodile Rock in 1972? Elton John. Which rock band released Exile on Main Street in 1972? The Rolling Stones. Who sang the 1978 hit Hopelessly Devoted to You? Olivia Newton-John. Who released the hit I Will Always Love You in 1973? Dolly Parton. What was the first studio album by Led Zeppelin? Led Zeppelin. What disco hit was released by Casey and the Sunshine Band in 1975? Get Down Tonight. Who had a hit with Me and Mrs. Jones in 1972? Billy Paul. What 1970s band had a hit with Go All the Way? Raspberries. What year did Bob Marley and the Wailers release Exodus? (1977). Who sang the 1970 for Hit the Joker? Steve Miller Band. What group released A Night at the Opera in 1975? Queen. Who sang the hit American Woman in 1970? The Guess Who. So, how did you do? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the flip side.